Very strong. As you know, the Biafran struggle is a non-violent struggle, which kicked off since 1999, and our people have been very resolute. Our people have really stood with us. More than 90% of Biafrans are for the liberation of the Biafran Republic. As we are talking today, people in Biafra, people in Nigeria, people in Ghana, people in Gabon, all over the world, people in United States, Australia, Canada, UK, Holland, Spain, all over the world are marking the identity of Biafra today. Yeah. So why are we marking the identity of Biafra? Because we are different. People have tried to force us into a place that we don't belong. And we know we have been there for too long, and what we get in exchange, we get killings, we get torture, we get starvation, we get everything that is unpleasant, being deprived of what rightly belongs to us. We get exploitation, we get marginalization. But the Biafrans have said, enough is enough. Enough is enough. That's why we are here, to let the world know that we will never exchange anything for freedom. You see, the GPO in Irish history typifies a place of freedom. In 1916, there was the Easter Rising in Ireland. The Irish people rose against oppression, rose against colonialism, rose against repression. They declared their freedom. While 1916 was going on, 2 years earlier, Biafra was being colonized. They amalgamated us into a strange entity that they called Nigeria.
Nigeria, fake country.
Now, we didn't ask for Nigeria. Nobody consulted with us. So the Nigerians have nothing in common with Biafrans, culturally, religiously, and otherwise. They were strange people to us, you know, and we were forced. The Biafrans revolted. The Biafrans didn't want colonialism. They fought back, you know, but we were suppressed into accepting Nigeria. 6 years after the British left, they killed 50,000 of us. 50,000. 50,000. It's not 5 people. It's not 50 people. 50,000. And the Biafrans had to reassert our independence because we had no security. Some 3 years we fought on because a war of attrition was declared on us, and we ended up losing 2 million people. 2 million people we lost. The blood that was shed wouldn't go in vain. And that is why we owe it to ourselves. We owe it to generations unborn that we have to fight and get liberated from the shackles of bondage. That is why we are talking about Biafra. We have to actualize Biafra. I tell you that we don't exchange anything for freedom.
Freedom!
So,
Biafra!
2000, the year 2000 and 2008. Listen to this. This is not a joke. More than 2,000 Biafrans have been killed in different places in Biafra and in Nigeria. The most recent was the massacre of the Biafran people 2 years back in Onitsha. And between this period, we have over 1,000 Biafrans languishing in Nigerian jails. You know that these people have committed no crimes. You know that these people carry no guns. They are unarmed, innocent people just because they want freedom. They don't bring the Biafrans to court. They put them in jail. They execute them at will, which means that there is a contravention of the international accepted way of handling somebody who is suspected for a crime. Article 20 says everyone has the right to freedom of peaceful assembly and association. No one may be compelled to belong to an association. They are forcing us that whether we like it or not, we must belong to Nigeria. But we say no, we are Biafrans. Nothing is wrong, my people, for you to declare who you are. That is why we are fighting. So I am telling you that a country like Denmark is only nearly 5.5 million people. Sweden is about 9 million people. Ireland is about 4.something million people. Austria is about 8 million people. Belgium is about 10 million people. I tell you that the Igbo alone, one of Africa's largest ethnic groups, is over 40 million people. So when you bring the population of Denmark, Sweden, Ireland, Australia and Belgium together, you get about 37,331,065. The Igbo alone are over 40 million people. So if when you add the 11 ethnic groups in Biafra to 40 million people, then you must be talking about 50-something to 60 million people. So when people say Biafra is an ethnic thing, is it an ethnic thing? No! So today we see some little countries gain their independence. Countries like Montenegro. We are really happy that people are having their quest for self-determination come true. Montenegro is a country, an independent country of 684,000 people, 736. Slightly more than 500,000. Kosovo's population is between 1.9 to 2.4 million. East Timor is about 1 million people. These are independent countries. But Biafra, you are talking about nearly 60 million people still being occupied.
Biafra, freedom! Biafra, freedom! Biafra, freedom! Freedom! Biafra, freedom! Biafra.
I just want to leave you with one quote by a great Irish thinker, Edmund Burke. Edmund Burke lived between 1729 to 1797. He said, all that is necessary for the triumph of evil is that good men do nothing.
Hey.
Now, if you do nothing, you will remain in bondage.
Exactly.
Your children and your children's children will not know freedom.
Exactly.
We say freedom for Biafra.
Freedom! Biafra.